We're now going to explore the Edit menu option and the View menu option. Starting first with the Edit menu option, some very basic features here. Undo. Over the side here you'll notice shortcuts. So the little symbol here on a Mac, that's the command symbol. If we do Command Z, that will undo it. That's very common across most sort of business software. The same thing on a Windows-based PC would be Control Z to undo. The next one, Redo. Our cut and paste options, as usual. The web clipboard is just what I've got currently in the clipboard. So you can actually keep a couple of old things that you've copied, which is a feature you may get to use later on. Selecting all just selects all the tests. Again, that is Command A on a Mac or Control A on a Windows machine. And find and replace. So if you've noticed that you've got a particular word that you've misspelt the entire way through a document, rather than go and find all 20 of those or 40 of those, you can simply do find and replace. Match case, of course, matches capital letters. So sometimes you might have made just the little, so ones without a capital letter, those are the only ones that are incorrect. So you might like to use match case to do that particular task. So that's our edit menu. Not a great deal there to talk about, and just those common things we've looked at before. The view menu, we can have it in print layout. Basically that's how you would want to see it anyway. So there's a thing in computing called WYSIWYG, which is an acronym for what you see is what you get, and that's how most word processing documents work. So the document you see on the screen should be identical to what is printed out later on. The second option is the mode. Mode allows us to do our editing and make comments and suggestions, and it's going to be explored in depth in a later lecture. Extremely handy for anybody who does lots of drafting or proofreading, so school teachers will love that particular feature. The ruler here, if I turn show ruler off, you'll notice that the ruler that lives across the top here has disappeared. So if I just go back and I can turn that on, and here's our little ruler. I will be doing a lecture on utilizing that much more effectively. Most people don't even realize that there's some special little tricks you can use with that. So that will be one to look forward to. I can put an equation toolbar. It is quite basic at this stage, but I can do that. So if there's some math teachers or engineers out there, they might find that quite useful. So I'll just turn that one off now. Spelling suggestions. As you're going through, it will underline words that it believes are incorrect. So being in Australia myself, lots of words that are spelt in America differently, we often get those, but you can customize your dictionary as you go along. Or you've got certain words that are correct to you, but the spell check thinks are incorrect. You can adjust those, and if you've got the name of a town you live in that's quite a tricky way of spelling something, or not something that's commonly used, you can adjust to get with that. Compact controls just gets rid of certain things in your menu. Again, over in the top right there, I can show those full menu, and I can get that back quite easily. The final view one is full screen, and this just gets rid of that menu again. So they're very similar, those last two. To get back this time, and it's got a little message here, just hit escape and we're back to where we started from. So that's your edit and view menus. Some little useful tricks in there, but nothing really different to most word processors.